Welcome to the No Box Network. Dino Miliotis here, ready to take another question. You ready? I am. Let's go. Okay, so today's question is from Peter. And Peter flat out asks, what book made the most impact in my life? Good question, Peter. Here's the answer. None. Now don't get all mad and huffy and everything like that. Oh my God. Just take it easy. Let me explain. So I never really gravitated to the how-to books, okay? Growing up in my time, and it's still today, but it was the how-to books, Think and Grow Rich, all those books. And they're great books, don't get me wrong, okay? But for me, it was better to learn by doing. I mean, growing up, around mentors early on in my career, I was just fascinated by people that I admired, and I wanted to be like. I talk about this in another segment as well, but I didn't ask them how to. Okay, instead, what I was doing is I just immersed myself working side by side with these people, and I studied them. So instead of reading, Peter, you could say that I was more into watching, observing, almost like, by today's standards, a stalker. Okay, don't go out stalking people. That's not what I said. Don't be creepy. But hopefully you understand where I'm coming from. I watched their mannerisms. I watched how they handled things, okay? How they handled success, how they handled stress, how they handled even failure, okay? Almost always, everybody that I watched had this incredible charisma and this aura where actually people would gravitate to them. There was kindness involved. Very, very important that we forget about sometimes today. So for me, it was so much more effective instead of reading about stuff in a classroom or, like today, you go to Google, you get a few snippets of some things and you're like, oh, okay, I get it. Well, maybe you do get it. And if that works for you, that's great. I'm just telling you what worked for me. Everything we do on this segment isn't some stuff that I read about or heard from other people. I'm giving you my own personal experiences of life, of my journey. And the whole goal, guys, the whole goal is that if you can take away something that can help benefit you in the long run, that's what this is all about. I mean, look, if I could touch one person and inspire them in some way, that's a big plus in my book. Very, very important to me. So I was even quoted as being a social impact author. Didn't really understand what the hell that meant, to be honest with you. But very flattering, very flattering. But I don't consider myself an author. I consider myself a storyteller. And the great part is I'm telling you my story. I've done so much stuff, guys, and have stored it in my memory banks that recalling different things and how it made me feel is kind of easy. So if you notice, I'm asked a wide range of questions from addiction to business to, a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm answering you specifically recalling my memory banks, okay, and coming out with an experience of how I felt about the subject. So I hope you guys get something out of this. Look, by today's standards, and I've said this before, the people that I watched, that I observed, my mentors, they wouldn't make the front page news today. They'd be buried somewhere in the classified section and the obituaries, okay? I'm kind of kidding. I mean, I'm having fun. But you kind of get the idea. Some of the best things in life are the hidden nuggets, the hidden gems that aren't really in your face. But you got to go look for them, okay? So, yeah, theory's good. Reading about stuff is good. Googling stuff is good. But there's nothing, as far as I'm concerned, that's going to replace that real interaction, that personal experience of watching somebody, observing somebody, and studying somebody. That to me, throughout my life, was priceless. So Peter, again, I hate to disappoint you with I've never read a book before. I'm not trying to come off as, some big shot or anything like that. But if I can give you some advice, get out there and live life. Don't just read about it. Try it. Learn by doing. So remember to live life without limits. Very, very important. Guys, don't forget to check out my book, There Is No Box. And we'll see you here next time, okay? Take care.